Alright, this has come to what I'm going to call a rolling boil for this, meaning it started to separate and thin out the bubbles here. If we wait till this begins to bubble very hard, it'll boil right over on us, and actually the real tiny bubbles have started to boil, so we're going to consider this completely ready to pull off of the heat source. So I'm just going to lift gently and sit right back down over here on the heat source, I'm sorry, on the burner that is not a heat source. Now I'm going to turn the hot burner off. Okay. At this point, go ahead and give a number 8 shaped swirl very gently, not sloshing anything out. Again, pay attention to how close to the top of the kettle that we are. We're going to add a couple of powders. If you'll move over here with the video. We're going to add 1 cup of borax white powder, 1 cup of super washing soda white powder into the liquid. And you want to just gently pour, because now this is boiling hot liquid and you don't want that sloshed out on you. Okay. I'm going to add the first powder, and we want to go in figure eights gently again until we feel like, and you can feel by using, kind of just being sensitive about the end of the spoon, whether you feel any powder in the bottom, any sludge in the bottom or not. If you think you don't feel any more powder, it's probably dissolved. But go back and forth in a gentle figure eight once again, back, and then we'll go the other direction. And then we'll add our second powder. Alright. Alright, now I'm going to add the washing soda in the same manner. Go close to the liquid, keeping it gentle so that you don't slosh anything out. Very hot liquid. Back with your wooden spoon. Alright, the washing soda is a little bit more grit to it than your borax does. So there's a little bit more mixture that needs to happen. 3 or 4 times until you feel like it's all dissolved very well. Alright, at this point we're going to get a large container, because we're going to add another gallon of water to this mixture. And as you can see, we don't have room to add another gallon of water. If you're lucky enough to be one of the people that get a very large kettle, you won't have to pour your contents over into one of our white buckets from culinary class. But these are clean buckets, and we're going to transfer this over, and I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to leave you for 1 second to step just away from the camera. And get us a bucket. Alright, these buckets are about a 5-gallon capacity. And I'm going to put it right down here on the floor. And again, when you pour, you need to pour very gently, because again, you have extremely hot water. Just go near the edge and just tip it. And there is your hot mixture. Placing this back on the stove. This is your 2nd gallon of tap water. We're going to go into the bucket with this. If this were smell-o-vision, you could smell how great this smells. Very clean. Alright, next I want you to go ahead back to your wooden spoon. And this time you can go around in circles one direction, because you're not going to flow out of the edges of this bucket. Then back and forth, and then I want you to do a figure eight a few times. And again, you can make that current. And then back this way, figure eight the other direction. Alright, at this point what you're going to do is you're going to leave this bucket, if you use a bucket, in a designated area here in the kitchen, and you're going to leave it till the next day to cool. When you come in the next day, we will spoon it, spoon it. Actually, we're going to use little capfuls or cupfuls, measuring cupfuls, with a funnel, and we're going to put it back over into your gallon jugs. And so that's how you're going to make the laundry detergent for the culinary classes, nutrition classes, and hospitality. And so there you go.